Hello, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. So look, I got my happy birthday mug. Isn't this cool? Isn't this cool? It must have been, I must have used it for some previous, from some previous birthday. I found it in my cupboard. Very cool, very cool. All right, so welcome to the Be Your Own Hero show. Hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. You might be noticing that I'm using the acronym as a way to enunciate my language. Let me try that one more time. Helping everyone reaps optimism. Ashe, Ashe also stands for high emotion radiates overflow. Ashe, Ashe. So that second one was created by Reverend Mel. And we got a lot to say about Reverend Mel in just a few minutes. So stay tuned for that. So I'm your host. I'm Sekou Write. I didn't say that yet. I'm Sekou Write. I'm your host. I am a professional creative speaker. Creative speaker? A professional speaker. Right? A professional speaker. I'm trying to claim that. Trying to claim that as much as I can. So I am a professional speaker. I am a professional speaker. Ashe. And shout out to New Thought Media Network for giving me the space and this opportunity to learn how to run a show as someone who is recovering from a stroke. For those of you that are just joining the show, just know that I suffered a stroke almost almost a year ago. That's what I was thinking about. All right, now I have to tell you what I was thinking about. I was thinking about the fact that I have been asked to be at the event. And the event is the event where I had the stroke last year. That was fifth graduation. And that's just thinking about that made me think about how close a year is. That's what just happened. I just realized how close a year is. Like, that's really something. That's really something. So I will be, assuming I get there, I gotta get there. I'll be speaking on day 364 of my time. That's major. That's major. Okay, let me let that go. Let that go because I get caught up in the emotions of that again. Okay, so shout out to New Thought Media Network, and thank you for being there, for supporting me. And remember that I am not a financial advisor or a personal trainer. I'm simply giving you ideas, and if any of those ideas strike you, you can run with them. So that's it. So that is my introduction. So I mentioned yesterday that I was going to have a guest today, but I haven't seen him today. I texted him, but I haven't heard back from him. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe he'll pop in during the show. That's fine. And maybe not, because I got a lot to talk about. So let me do the affirmations. I haven't done affirmation in a long time. So here we go. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I'm going to do this one more time. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about Reverend Mel and what that brought up for me. Because let me explain. So people pointed out that I didn't explain what I meant by Reverend Mel is coming over to help me pack some boxes. What does that mean? Okay, so let me explain. Reverend Mel is helping me pack, right? I am packing my New York apartment up in a way. and 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 so I am expecting to move in the very near future, and I haven't. Oh, you know what? Let me say that. Uh, I already started it though. I already started. So let me just finish. I'll just keep it brief. So I've not been able to pay my rent, and so there's this this great crestfall of money that I owe my landlord, and so we're dealing with that. In the meantime, we're packing everything away, right? Okay, so that's it for now. I'll get more into that later. So what I was dealing with is I was collecting boxes, which was easy. Easy. I mean, there are so many people that want to give you free boxes. Let me just pause right there. There are so many people that want to give you free boxes. There are so many people that want to give you free boxes all the time. All the time. They want to give you free boxes. I mean, you can get free boxes anywhere. That's it. All right. So don't make that an issue, right? You can get the boxes easily. Okay. Now, I've been collecting boxes and just stacking them in the house, stacking them in the house, stacking them in the house. Like they're tied up and they're all neatly put together, and they've just been stacking here. And then Rev Mel said she was coming. My mom was like, "Oh, Rev Mel's coming. You better get yourself together." And I was like, "Yeah, I know, I gotta get myself together." And V King too was like, "Oh yeah, you gotta get yourself together." And I was like, "Oh man." So that's why I felt like I needed the whole day yesterday to focus on the fact that Rev Mel was coming. And I did. I focused yesterday on the fact that Rev Mel was coming. And that made a huge difference because even though she didn't come until later in the day, I needed to get my mind around we're going to work today. We're going to do something today. And so what I started with was my sofa, right? And it's funny because I started the sofa hardcore, like I'm gonna get the sofa clean, right? And I kind of swept things into a box, like one little path, throw the stuff into the box. And then the next thing I saw, I was like, huh, let me open this. The next thing I opened was, guess what? It was a check. It was a check for $14. I was like, what? So, first of all, a couple of things that fell out of this for me. Number one, I had to unpack, I had to repack that little bit that I swept off the sofa into the box. I had to pull up out of the box. I had to pull them out of the box and say, let's go through slowly. Let's go through slowly. I had to go through and slowly pick out the paper, or pick out the things in the paper to see what's a check, right? And so, sidebar, what Reverend Mel said when she got here was that paper takes longer. Paper takes longer. Paper takes longer. And I hadn't thought about that. I just didn't think about that. But yes, your paper takes longer because you've got everything combined with paper. You got, checks and things that are endearing. So paper takes a long time. And I just did not think about that. I just went in. So now I'm already invested. I'm already invested in the sofa. And I found this one piece, this one check. And I was like, man, I've got to check and see if I find some more checks. I got to go through the paper. Okay. Now, insert another moment. Okay. Yes, I found more checks, right? But that's not it, though. What it is, I've become a different person. I've become a different person because this time when I found the checks, I found a way to play in my spirit, in my soul. When before, I remember vaguely getting these checks, vaguely, just, very, very small. But I remember getting some sense of a check, right? And I remember the feeling of, nah, man, you don't send me a check for $3 check, and then me not cashing the check, just leave it there. Like, I don't want to check for $3, $4, $5, and I found these checks for $5, $6, $3, all throughout the sofa. It was like, wow, I've changed because my appreciation of those checks has changed. My appreciation of those checks has changed because I was thinking, as soon as I found the $14 check, $3 check, $3, I'm thinking, oh man, I can transfer this money over to my Outlook, over to my brokerage account, and put this down for one of my stocks. Easy. Like, I'm thinking easy money. Like that $14, I'm thinking, man, I can get that $14 over to my brokerage account immediately. I can put this down on S&P 500 immediately. I'm thinking of all these things I can do with this little bit of money. And I'm thinking, this used to be a little bit of money to me. It needs to be at least be some small amount of money. But now it's a blessing. It's a blessing. And that, in fact, helped me understand that I have changed. I've changed as a person. And that was a wonderful feeling. Wonderful feeling to understand now that I have a different frame of reference. My mindset is different. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. I know that didn't travel well. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let me turn the AC off. Yeah. Okay. So, where was I? Oh, so the fact that I have a different experience, that I didn't have to look for a different experience. My different experience was right there immediately. Oh, what can I do with this $14? Where can I get? Can I get this $14? Like, I'm eager to find out how I can get these kernels, these very small kernels of money, and get them and put them over on my brokerage account. Easy money like that. Easy. And I could have been doing that all this time if I had but known about the stock market, if I had but known about the S&P 500, if I had but known about Starbucks stock. You know what I mean? If I had known about these things, I could have worked for those things. No, not worked. I could have taken advantage of these small things because I remember when I picked up those checks. I remember the sense of the talking. I could feel that. I could feel the vibration, the energy of it, and I can remember being like, don't give me X amount of money. But that money right now would mean the world to me. So that said, I am going to be checking if they will reissue the checks because they've long past expired, right? Long past expired. That's something else. But they've long past expired. But maybe these companies are still around. Maybe they'll give me the check. Maybe they'll give me the amount. Who knows? But my appreciation for for their presence in my life is much more different. Much different. Much different. So that was a big win. Big win. Okay. So that happened. And then also I found a sheet of paper that I gotta sidebar this. Reverend Mel is pretty religious about her transcendental meditation. And what I'm noticing about her transcendental meditation from the outside looking in, is that her intuition has strengthened. Her intuition has strengthened. Now, mind you, transcendental meditation, you just let anything happen. Like, you will have a goal, but you let yourself free from the goal. You let yourself float awry from the goal. And so you don't, it's not as strict as a typical meditation, right? And that alone should be enough for all of you to go check it out. So you do the transcendental meditation, and maybe she doesn't even know. Maybe she doesn't even know. Maybe she's gonna find out right now. But Rev Mel, your connection to intuition is strong. It's strong, and I can see it. I can see it. You know, with finding a parking space, she drove down to my house from where she lives yesterday, and I was like, "You drove? Yikes!" Right? Found parking like that. Like, I was like, "Wow, wow!" Just found traffic like that. Like, boom. So anyway, I say this to say that you should check out Transcendental Meditation. You should check it out. But also, what's happening is her intuition is getting stronger. Mine is getting stronger. Not as fast and not as strong as Reverend Mel's, but it's getting stronger. Anyway, that's the side point. The point is, she and I started a conversation about a company getting in touch with her about trying to relinquish some money to her, like some way, like there's money in the city that is earmarked for her, and some company called her, reached out to her, and said, "Hey, you want us to get this money for you?" And their company is about reaching out to people whose money is waiting for them, and then taking a percentage of the money, right? So you know it exists. You know the money exists. It's just a matter of letting the company find you the money and taking their 5% or not, right? All right. We had a conversation about this yesterday. And what happens? On my sofa, I find a letter saying the same thing. Hey, Sekou, we got some letters, we got some money for you from the city, and you want us to get that money for you? You know, we'll take our 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 percentage. Our percentage. Yeah, we'll just take our percentage and see that out for you. I'm like, what? What? How many times did I look at that letter when I was really caught up about money and just this become blind to it? Because I don't remember this at all. I don't remember much of it, but I don't remember this at all. And to have that happen is interesting. That no matter how much money there is, there has to be some money available to me from the city, and I could have found that out myself. I could have just looked it up myself way back when I needed money. But now here I am knowing what to do with money that it appears, right? That it appears. So, I mean, just those two things alone ought to be enough. Ought to be enough for Reverend Mel coming over. But in addition to that, she came over and she decided that this area was going to be her goal. And I'm thinking, all right, well, she'll get that started, and we'll get that started, and that'll give me some influence, some momentum. No, she completely finished that area in a box, or the box is sealed and labeled. I was like, what? And so she's really got me going in terms of surface. No, it's got me going in terms of doing more here, and really getting going now, really moving now. I think I can do it now. I feel strong that I can do it now. And the stuff on the sofa just boggles my mind. I found a copy of my birth certificate, right? Then I found my birth certificate on the couch. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Right there. Oh, it's like, oh man, just no real big lesson there other than you need to keep your important things in important places. But just that, well, I guess that's it. You need to keep your important things in important places. But the knowing, though, the knowing that I've changed as a person, my mindset has changed, ought to be enough for any of you to work at it. Work on changing your mind frame. Because I was like, oh, these $5, man, these checks start coming together. I'm about to piece these together. I could get this. It will work. Change your mindset. Ashe. All right. So let me check my comments, and then let's see what's happening. Okay, comments. All right. Okay, P King has invited everybody. So those of you that have been invited by P King, hey, how you doing? Okay, let's see. Wayne. Oh, Wayne checking me out. Hey, Wayne. Thanks for coming over to check me out. And am I going to invest that check? If not, yeah. See, give me hype. Yeah, so $14. I got to find out if it's usable or not, right? If I can get that money. But if I can get that money, yeah, I'm going to put 100% of found money. 100% of found money. Sorry. 100% of found money goes into the stock market. That's my new phenomenon. 100% of found money, because found money is a gift, right? You didn't have it before. You had no expectations of getting it. 100%, it goes into the stock market. So for this one, $14, I would put it towards my coffee fund. Now, my coffee fund has been growing because I'm drinking more, I'm doing more things, and I'm giving myself $1 for everything I spend money on. Every time I spend money, I go into my account and I spend $1. So basically, add $1 to everything I do for food in New York. Just add $1, because I'm going to spend money regardless, because it took me a long time to get here. It took me so long. But if you're going to spend money on, let's say, breakfast, right? Get a bagel, get some coffee, right? Increase that price by $1 and contribute that $1 to your future you. Out there hanging out. Give him some money. Give him some money in advance, right? Because you're going to spend the money regardless, whether you're broke or not, or you feeling kind of fuzzy about your money, but you're still going to buy something to eat. So increase your amount that you're spending for eating by $1. $1. So I would contribute this $14 right over there to my bank account, my brokerage account for the Coca-Cola account, the Starbucks account, because my goal is to get Starbucks to one full share of Starbucks, because Starbucks is rolling nicely. And Starbucks, I mean, how many years have I spent going to Starbucks just spending their money, spending my money, giving them all this money and not getting anything back, So once I have a full share of Starbucks, of Starbucks, I'll feel much better about it. Okay, so that's what I'm doing with the money if I can recoup it. Okay, let's see. Oh, right. Ted Bogart interviewed me. He interviewed me recently, and it was a really good interview. And he's airing this video today at 12:20 Eastern time. So that's coming So check it out for it. Just look for the Ted Bogart Show. Check it out. It was a really good interview. So just check it out. Find it. Ted Bogart. Here it is right here. And just find it at 12:20. All right? Check that out. Okay, what else we got? Let's see. Fee's interest is inviting the world. Wayne Baldwin saying good to know love. So Wayne, it's really nice to see you over here. In addition to Reverend Mel, that's really nice. Thanks, Wayne. And let's see. Yes, Reverend Mel's connection to herself for inner workers is powerfully strong. Yes, you don't even know the parking, everything. Just like this. Oh, I think I should call so and so, and then so and so has something to tell her. Like that intuition is real. And the way you can strengthen your intuition is by transcendental meditation. All right, let me see if I can find any more comments. Okay. All right, that's all for the comments. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, what am I talking about? Today is the final day. Of the Wait, can I do a drum roll? Let's do a drum roll right quick. Yeah. Here we go. Today is the last day. And Reverend Mel and I did not do the count. So we're going to I'm going to figure that out. Anyway, today is exercise. If you've been exercising all month, today's your last day. Let's go. Purchase my book, Hack Your Pain Now. It's available on Amazon. Just go to Amazon website. And if you don't find it there, just go to amazon.com/ebooks. That'll get you there. And last but not least, make sure you're ready to give a donation to me. I will figure out how to add up my tickets, my mileage, and get it all counted out. So those people who are going to do this were going to give me X amount of money per footfall, per mile I completed during during the month of May. All right, and I've run over. Today is day 181. 181 days. Like, oh man, that felt so good. Yeah, that felt so good. And also, let's put it up there down. Hack Your Pain Now. An emergency survival guide and 10 easy commandments. I know I don't usually read the subtitle because I get nervous about being able to read it right. So let me read it one more time. Hack Your Pain Now, an emergency survival guide in 10 easy commandments. All right. And so what Ted did for his show was he asked me one of the commandments, and I was like, "Oh, that was great. No one's ever asked me that." And I spoke to one of them, and so check him out at 12:20. Check him out. All right. So I ran out of time. There was some other things I wanted to do, but I'm out of time. Sorry to whoever I'm stepping on the toes of. My fault. And remember, I'm looking for my wallet. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect in all things, but especially in terms of investing. Ashe. Later.